Hello and welcome to another beautiful day, as you can see outside here in beautiful and sunny Nova Scotia, and welcome to my greenhouse and welcome to my channel, The Optimistic Gardener. My name is Steve Farley and this is Mr. Cool, aka Ethan, and he's going to be helping me again today, my little sidekick, a bit of more homeschooling biology lessons. So today we are going to be sowing some peas from the legume family. So I don't have to be planting these peas indoors now, but it's always good to get a bit of a head start, although it's March now, and I'll soon actually be planting these, probably sowing the seeds outside in later on in April. Peas are from the legume family. These are one of your early sort of season crops. They like the cooler conditions, and they don't mind actually early on a little bit of frost. They can handle a bit of that, so that's good here in Nova Scotia, because we can have frosts all the way late into May. So today I'm going to be planting 3 different types of peas. We've got some of your ordinary peas, Mr. Big they're called. So they're your sort of ordinary peas, and then I've got some edible padded snow and some sugar snap peas, and these are lovely. Half the time you end up eating these all before you've actually gone in and brought them in the house. Last year I had a bumper crop. We were eating peas all the way, frozen peas as well, all the way into the autumn. Ethan likes peas, don't you? They're one of the things he has to eat, and he doesn't particularly like eating them, but the fresh ones are better than the frozen ones, aren't they? Good lad. Okay, so today I'm going to be planting these peas up in these toilet rolls. So if you guys seen in my earlier videos where I'm trying to cut down on plastic as much as possible, or reuse plastic. So I've got some sort of chocolate pudding tray here that I'm using as the tray, and I'm using the toilet rolls. And that video's, you can see, is up there if you want to have a look at that video on using less plastic and recycling as much as possible. So what am I doing now then? Okay, so we have the toilet rolls, and there's your normal, obviously they've got no bottom. So what I'm going to do, my old mates, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut. So what I'm going to do is make a bottom just like that. And how I do that is, where are we? Oh, by the way, we're using toilet rolls because peas like a nice long root run. So these are actually perfect to be sowing peas in, because I can sow a couple of peas and then they get a nice long root run, and then I can put that straight into the ground, and the actual cardboard will rot down, and then the roots can get out amongst that. So that's a really good thing of toilet rolls. So what I'm going to do is cut this cardboard. Keep an eye on this one, because you're going to be doing this in a minute. A slice about 1 inch long, just over 1 inch at the bottom, and then on the opposite side another slice. So we've got one there and one there, and then on the quarter another cut. So basically we've got 4 cuts, and this is bottom's just going to act like a cardboard box bottom. So we fold these over, one, memorising this some? Don't know about the folding part? No, we'll be alright. So there we go. We've got a nice deep planting pocket there with a hole, and they'll all go in this tray here nicely. If we can see, you can see here I've got these sweet peas that I planted earlier, and they're coming up nicely, all of them. So I planted 2 in there just in case one of them didn't come up, but they all seem to be coming up nicely. and later on when they come up and a couple of leaves come up, I'll be pinching these out to make a bushier bush. The same with these peas here. So there you are, there's the actual pot in action. Right, so we're going to cut all of these pots up and then we'll be back to start doing the peas. Okay, Ethan's done all his cutting and I've done all the folding. Good team effort there. And we've got them in this box now. Look, it's not an elegant looking solution, but like I said before, I'm trying to recycle as much as possible, and at the end of the day that's not cost me anything other than the pudding in the first place. But we've filled them up, so as you can see we've got the fold in the bottom, we've filled them up with earth, and what we're going to do now is put a couple of peas in each one just in case one of them doesn't. It's raining inside my greenhouse again. Just in case one of them doesn't germinate. So what we're going to do, Ethan, is I'm going to poke some holes and I want you to put 2 peas in each one of these. So your peas want to go in about ½ inch in, covered with earth. So I'm just going to I've made a little bit of a divot and then I'm going to cover some earth on top because we want them to have a nice long root run, so we don't want to push them down too far. Right, so here. Oh, knackered. Get rid of that one then. Just ditch it. Right, so 2 in each of these holes that I put the divots in there, son. I love the fresh peas when we're when they start coming, and as you can see, bumper harvest I had last year, and I couldn't keep up half the time. I was making, you know, just peas every day, pea soup, which Mrs F always turns her nose up when she looks at it, but when she tastes it she's always rather happy. So that, yeah, so we had peas galore last year, and I'm hoping to have even more peas and be freezing them over and having them all the way into the winter, hopefully. Done?
Yeah, I've done that.
Good lad. So that is, which one was that one? Have a look on the front there.
Right.
Don't worry about it, mate.
It is edible potted snap.
So, snow pea. Okay, so we're going to fill the rest of these out just the same, and then we'll come back to you. Right, sugar snap peas. You, yeah.
For some reason, there's only 2 super rare pea shooters in Garden Warfare. It's toxic pea shooter and electric pea shooter. These ones are wrinkly.
Wrinkly. So, sugar snap. Sugar snap. It's all the condensation from the cold weather we've been having. And the other one was Mr. Big, wasn't it? Mr. Big. Okay, so we've put all the peas in, marked them all up, got ourselves nice and wet. Now we're just going to chop up, all I'm going to do is just top the toilet roll up. So Ethan and I have a busy day today. We, as well as planting these peas, we're going to be making a storage box out of pallets, aren't we, son? Mm-hmm. That's his homeschooling woodwork. Hopefully he'll have all his fingers by the end of the weekend. Hey, son? Mm-hmm. Right, so just give them a little tap down. Make sure the peas are completely in touch with the earth and there's no real air pockets. And there we go. Where is the... Can you pass the watering can up, son? Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, go on, son. Big effort. Right, so we give them a quick water. And now... Did I? The good thing... So there's a good thing and a bad thing with the toilet rolls. They dry out quite quick, but if you put a bit of water into the bottom of a tray, if you've got one there, they'll obviously suck up the water as well. So that's it. In a few weeks' time, they don't take long to germinate, and then hopefully they'll start poking themselves up really quickly, especially now the weather's warming up and we've got a nice bit of sun in the greenhouse. I'm going to put these in the house again. As soon as they've germinated, I'm going to bring them straight out in the greenhouse. They just need that warmth to start with to germinate. They don't mind a bit of cold, and then once they've got a couple of leaves, we'll revisit and I'll show you how we pinch out the leaves so that we start to get nice bushy plants that's got the opportunity to produce lots and lots of flowers and lots of peas. Isn't that right, son? For you to eat? Anyway, definitely job's a good one. See you later.